Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to our midweek live analysis with Prince Wonder. Now, as usual on the program, we're going to be taking a look at the financial markets to see what the market has been doing and try to come up with possible scenarios as to what the market is likely to do next from here. Now, personally, I've been more intrigued or interested in mid-term plays of late. So let's take a look at a higher time frame analysis today. Try to see where the market is going to be heading for probably the next couple of months. I think that's very important. Now, about a few months ago, we had this analysis where we were talking about how the market would react should we break out of this trend line on the RSI. This is the weekly time frame for BTC. Okay, so we drifted out of that trend line sometime in November, and since then the market has been on an uptrend. Okay, after bottoming out around 17, 16,008 level, give or take. Yeah, 15.5. All right, so after bottoming out, the market has been trending upwards since then, and we've done roughly, yeah, about 100% since November for BTC. Okay, so it's actually been a very great time for the cryptocurrency market the last couple of months, especially for those who are trading, um, legit pairs that have been following the Bitcoin trend. Now we've come to a very important junction where this trend over the last couple of months could come to an end. Okay, so we're retesting our 30K resistance, and clearly from my chart, I don't need to explain just how significant this zone is. Now, after our first flip of 30K from its resistance to its support in January 2021, we basically traded above $30,000 throughout 2021 until May 2022 before we broke below that price level. So about a year ago, we dropped below this price level. Now we're back here, and this clearly is a very significant area for price. Now, this breaking out of this level could spell a very large price movement. So we could either blow out, flip this. If this flips from a support to a resistance, then we get into the conversations of moving up to 40K and basically trading in this price range. Okay, so this becomes our price range. Anything goes above this resistance currently. So breaking above this is actually a very big deal. Now, just as much as breaking above it is a big deal, staying below it is just as big a deal. Okay, so should we not break this resistance, we're going to flip and probably retest our November lows or possibly even lower. Now, here's a precedent for you to go by. Notice how the market bounced off of this level, topped out, came back, and went just as much or even a little higher. Now, we're going to be expecting something similar. So, should we drop from here? Definitely, we're probably going to retest 15K. The question is, are we going to be dropping a little lower? Now, personally, I'm an advocate for $13,000 level for BTC on the long term. So this is one of the solid reasons for my expectation. And so, should we not break above this level over the next couple of months, it is very likely or conceivable that we would be retesting below 20K. That's for certain. So below 20K, it could be we could form a double bottom at 15,000 again, and we push up from there. That's possible. But personally, I really like to see the market come back within this level, so it keeps with historical trends of BTC dropping roughly 90, 85% during the bear market. So to complete that trend, we would most likely have to drop within this zone. Okay, so that's my expectation on BTC. Now let's take a look at DXY. Let's see if this supports our hypothesis. Now DXY obviously is a flip of, well, anything you trade against or the dollar, shows the strength of the dollar. Now, if the DXY is bullish, it means dollar is bullish. So if it's going up, every pair trading against the dollar is going to be selling. Okay, so if we're taking BTC USD for example, if dollar is buying, it means Bitcoin is dropping. Okay, so the exchange rate is going to reduce. Now, for forex pairs, it also means the same thing. So if you're trading, if USD is the quote currency, that means that pair is going to sell if the DXY is rising, right? If USD is the base currency, it means it's going to buy. Now, in this case, just as we saw with BTC, we're at a very critical support for the DXY. This is the weekly time frame, and we can trace this support back to 1973. We can trace this support back to 1973. I've highlighted it. You can follow it. Obviously, it's not something that's hidden. So we can trace this support back to 1973. So this is actually very, very, very important juncture for the DXY. Now, flipping from here is actually just a big deal as Bitcoin dropping from here, right? So now let's follow this. Now this was the move from November. Okay, I think November started around here. So the sell for DXY is part of the reason what that triggered the rise for BTC. So if you follow that logic, if the DXY is going to buy again, it stands to reason that BTC is going to drop. Okay, stands to reason that Bitcoin is going to drop. So the higher this is going to rise, personally, I see this as a breakout, retest, a little consolidation, right? So if we're going to pull up for the DXY, or DXY is going to rise right now, you probably see us minimum retesting 114.92. So if we push this high, the markets are going to drop very much. Okay, that's for certain. So we're going to have a very, very large drop, a very large sell in the markets, and well, the next few months are not looking very promising. But on the flip side, if we don't break this, we're going to be forming some very, very strong historical lows on the charts, right? Clearly, we've not been in we've not dropped below this level for nearly a year now, right? So since we moved above it in April, May last year, we've not broken below it. So the market has been trading above this level since then. So should we break below it, it's going to spark a new trend. Okay, it's going to spark a new trend, which well, I think that trend is going to be reserved for the bull markets probably towards the end of next year. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. Okay, so just follow this historical trend. You probably see similarities with how the trends in the cryptocurrency market has been moving over the years. Okay, so this is 2018. The DXY or the dollar index started to buy, and obviously the cryptocurrency market was in a very serious bear market, right? So as it got higher, this is 2020, and it started to drop. The cryptocurrency market started to recover all the way to 2021, early 2022, before the bear market kicked in and everything went sideways, right? So the trend basically is just how it moves. So by understanding how this trend works, you get a clear idea or outlook as to what we're expecting from the market. All right, so I just want to give one more analysis. We started this. I shared an update on this Ethereum chart in the group for someone who requested it. So my prediction, or basically, I gave him a worst case scenario of Ethereum dropping to 1,990. But since then, we've been consolidating above this point. So right now, this is Ethereum is in a range. This is where we are. This is where we are right now. So we're consolidating around this range. Now, if I go up to the higher time frame, we probably see that we okay. So this is where we are. Okay, so this is the next resistance here. Okay, it doesn't actually look like Ethereum has topped out yet. I think that's uh, alternate coin season, as we've seen people rambling about, is actually slightly possible. It's starting to look very possible right now, but it's probably going to take a few days. So let's see how Ethereum reacts when it hits overbought oversold on the 4-hour time frame. I still envision it breaking this. I doubt it's going to hold out. I doubt $2,000 is going to hold out throughout this entire process. So probably still retest pre $2,000, probably to kick out, you know, a fake out kind of. Yeah, so I probably expect us to retest this level before we push further up. So 2, 3, yeah, it still seems very feasible for Ethereum. Now, the key to all of this is Uncle BTC maintaining this zone. Okay, Uncle BTC maintaining this range for a little bit. Okay, so if Ethereum is able to push a little bit, we just need a few days to get a minimum alternate coin season. So if it manages to stay within this yellow range, I think we're good to go for the next couple of days or at least a week. Okay. So guys, this is actually what I was just wanting us to look at this morning. We'll run whatever analysis on the group and send. So guys, thank you for coming out. Have a great week. Happy trading.